Do you know how easy it is to say, I believe in God or I trust God? But are you truly being obedient? And I'm one to talk because as much as I love God, I be lukewarm, I be in and out, like I be going through the motions. And I think we all do with this thing called life. And that's the truth. So sometimes it's a struggle. But our obedience is what helps us. And another thing I realize is how many times do we sit here and say, I give it to God, I'm not going to stress about it, and you're still stressing about it, and you're still in this cycle of trying to do it all on your own and this whole hustle culture, etc. So I had a moment recently, well, a few moments, but this is a big one, where I was stressing about specific things, and I literally just prayed and said, that's the enemy. I rebuked that, and I said, I give it to God. And so out of nowhere, I woke up on Sunday, and I've been wanting to go to church for a minute. I have tried to find a church home once, like almost a year ago, never tried again, gave up. Went on Google, looked in my area, found a church home, pull up to this place. I could already tell, like, this is the one. Like, God is calling me here. And a few people there asked me, like, what made you come to this church? And I said, I just felt God telling me to come to church. And I came. And so they're doing the sermon, and it's everything that like me and my mom have been talking about recently, everything I've been going through. They're touching on all the points, talking about the oil, the anointing, all that stuff. And so I feel myself zoning out at one point, and I'm like, give it to God and really give it to Him. So then I focus back in and I'm paying attention, I'm getting into it. And I go to get my kids from the kids' classroom and look at the project they did. God will provide, Genesis 22:8. And I'm like, no way. Like, that's literally what I've been worrying about is him providing in certain aspects and me struggling with certain things. And that was the confirmation. But if I wouldn't have taken that step to be like, God's telling me to go to church and actually went and actually stayed, what would have happened? I wouldn't know. And then there was also something else I was stressing about today. And I'm like, just let it go, give it to God, let Him really work and show up. Because if I'm stressing or I'm trying to do this, and that, how am I giving Him the space to show up? Exactly, I'm not. So then, like an hour after I'm having these thoughts and I'm like, just let it go, I get a call that I hadn't returned because I've been so busy dealing with other stuff. And it turns out that it actually aligns with specifically what I'm looking for. And so I'm like, look at God. You have to give Him the room to show up. You can't sit here and say, I give it to God, and you're sitting here stressing about it. You're sitting here trying to hustle and do 10 different things. Give it to God. And ever since I went to church that day, everything else has been lining up. All the stuff I was worried about, I've been giving it the space to be handled by God. I have not been trying to hustle and do this and do that. I give it to God and look at God. Give Him the space to show up, please. And get in that Bible too, please.